Hey guys, welcome to Red's Projects. The Navara has been going great. Here she is here. Have not had any dramas with it. 7 pounds of boost. Running silly rich. Running the fuel, the nitrous side of the fuel to enrich it under boost. That's working all right. It's on the full throttle switch. So it's a little funky to drive. You kind of have to go half, 3/4 throttle, build a little bit of boost, and then floor it, and it'll go full boost, and then it'll spray the fuel in the same time. And once it's wide open, it's fine. It runs silly rich and it works fine. It's safe and all that sort of stuff. What I'm going to do in this pipe here, going to put oil pressure switch. This one is like 4.5 psi. I'm gonna weld a bung on, put that on there, and then I'm gonna have the fuel come in when this turns on. So when it gets to 4.5 psi, it'll click, they'll trip the relay, that will open the fuel solenoid and it'll spray fuel, so it won't be as kind of dodgy as it was before. And once I do that, I am going to, I'll drive it, make sure that setup works well. Once I do that, I'm going to put the other 7 pound spring into the wastegate, so it's 14 pounds of boost. So, you know, just doubling the boost pressure. And I'm sure I've got plenty of fuel. This is, the jet is a 28 jet. For the nitrous, 28 jet, and it's throwing it like into the high 9s air fuel ratio, so it's plenty rich enough, the pump's keeping up, all that sort of stuff. So I'm pretty confident that I'll be able to run 14 pounds of boost, and I could probably go up another jet size if I want to and it stay stable. So yeah, I'll get this sensor in first, drive it, make sure it works, and then I'll pull the gate off and chuck the second spring in. Run two 7 pound springs for 14 pounds theoretical, and we'll go from there. Okay, it's off. So it goes that way. Alright, so I've marked it roughly. So all I'm going to put this guy here. I'm going to weld on a boss, and then I can drill and tap it straight through. It's 1/8. Alright, here's the crappy piece of steel I'm going to be using. It was a motorbike axle that I been using as a punch or a drift, and it is, you know, nearly 17 mil. So I'll cut the end off, cut that crap off, and then just cut like a little, like 5 mil little slither off it. That turned out crap. I don't know if you've seen, but it was glowing red hot. I was really struggling to get through that thing, and it didn't cut it that well, so I'll use the handheld grinder instead. It's going to cut way better. Alright, let's try again. Little piece of steel, my future bung, boss, whatever you want to call it. It's gonna go where the dot is. Okay, here's the finished product. After I tapped it, just a little bit of Teflon tape, screwed that guy in, made up this little jump wire. So basically, she'll go on there. This wiring was... Okay guys, quick little update. It's nearly midnight. I've been playing around with it a little bit. I wired it up, and what didn't occur to me is oil pressure switch is normally open, normally closed circuit. So it's with your oil light, it sends power through the light all the time. So when there's no oil pressure, the circuit's complete and the light is on. And then when you make oil pressure, it cuts the circuit, so the light goes out. That didn't occur to me, so when I wired it into where my full throttle switch was, as soon as I pushed the button to activate the solenoids, the nitrous, it started spraying, so it was backwards. So it was spraying fuel when it was making no boost, and then if it was making boost, it would cut it off. It was backwards. So because of that, I had to wire in a relay. First thing in the morning, I had to take the gate off, put the 7-pound spring in, and get some driving in the morning, and see how it goes. So I'm gonna get a good night's sleep. I'll see you in the morning. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm up early, I can prove it as well. Reason I'm up early is today it's gonna be hot. The forecast is in the 40s, centigrade, 105 degrees Fahrenheit for you Americans. So thought I'd wake up early, try and get this stuff knocked over early before it gets too hot, because in the afternoon I got some other stuff I got to do. So yeah, I'll just get this wastegate off, put that spring in, and go for a drive and go make a couple pulls in it, see what it does. Okay, I've got my correctly calibrated wastegate bricks here. Let's loosen this top cap off. Alright, there we go. I have the purple spring in it, which is 7 pounds. That's an inner spring. And then I also have a pink outer spring, which is also 7 pounds. So if we put these two together, 7 plus 7. Look, I'll even double check. Seven plus 7. 14 pounds. We hope. Alright, back on, warming up. Time to take it for a drive. Alright, let's see how it goes. We'll go into it easy and see what happens. Ooh. Definitely went over 7 pounds then. Needle started moving and then it just went whack. Alright, let's try again. Whoa, Jesus. Yeah, fuels were good. That was like low 11s then, so like 11.3, which is pretty much spot on. That was definitely 14. I've seen the gauge then. Pinged a little bit then. Might have to pull some more timing out of it. Okay, well that was fun. It definitely transformed the car. It's got a lot more power. Like as I was saying when I was driving it, before you could pretty much go flat out in first and not spin the tires on 7 pounds, and like now, like you roll on in second and yeah, it just spins both, and it's a single spinner as well, but yeah, it spins both and just revs, and you got to get out of it and get back in and all that sort of stuff. So definitely a lot more power. I did hear it ping just a little bit, kind of, if you're not high in the revs, if you're a little bit low in the revs and high in boost, it must load it up and make it ping. So what I might do is just take 5 degrees of timing out of it just to be safe, and just go for another drive and see what that's like. Alright, let's try again. Less timing. Window switch fitted, see if it's easier to drive. So much more fun to drive. Alright, it's been running good. No pinging. Alright, I'm going to give it a first, second, third pull on this road. I've got a little bit of dust on my tyres, so it probably won't hook up. But we'll see what happens. It's pretty quick now. Third gear now, Okay guys, I'm getting the video off here. Final kind of summary is yeah, what a difference from 7 pounds to 14 pounds. It was a bit of a jump. I would have liked to have gone 7, then like 10, then 14, but I thought I'd just put that 14-pound spring in, make sure there's plenty of fuel, make sure there's enough timing taken out of it, and just kind of go for it and see what happens. And had to pull just a little bit more timing out of it, but it responded well to it, still running, idling well, all that sort of stuff. It didn't throw a rod or break a piston or anything, so yeah, it's great fun now. Like this thing from the factory was rated at having 130 horsepower at the flywheel, so it would have had like say 100 horsepower at the wheels, and like it's at least 200 now, maybe 250 or something. Like, it's just a huge difference. So I would like to put on the dyno and see what it is making to compare it to the factory specs and that, but yeah, it's making more power than it ever has, and yeah, it should be pretty quick now. I'll have to take that to the drags at some point as well. So that'll do it for this episode. Thanks for watching. It's been a blast, and I'll see you in the next episode.